This is your Weather Extreme video for Thursday, June the 18th. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. We have some high cirrus clouds across the central Alabama sky this morning that is allowing a bit of a pinkish sunrise across the area. And we're still dealing with this rather large high pressure system that is at the surface and aloft over the southeastern U.S. as we watch also the reflection of Bill over southern Oklahoma as it traverses across the middle Mississippi River Valley and across the Ohio River Valley over the next several days. And fortunately, as the ridge wanes just a little bit, we're swapping ridges. We're going to swap from the east coast to the west coast ridge. But as we swap ridges, the temperatures will come down just a few degrees. Not much, but certainly it will be nice to have temperatures in the lower 90s instead of mid and upper 90s. Temperatures across central Alabama this morning starting out generally in the mid 70s, so it's still a warm day across central Alabama. The orange areas you see over the Southeast U.S. are all parts of heat advisories that are in effect for that area. And then the green areas that you see from central Texas and the central Texas coast up into parts of Arkansas, Oklahoma, and Missouri, and even over into the Ohio River Valley, those areas are all flash flood watches that are a result of the precipitation coming out of Bill. The quantitative precipitation forecast, or the remnants of Bill, I should say, the QPF forecast shows that we're still expecting another on the order of 4 to 6 inches across the Ohio River Valley over the next 3 days or so. Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk up in mainly centered on Ohio and extending into the middle Atlantic states, and then another slight risk area back in parts of Wyoming, the western part of South Dakota, and parts of Montana. For day 2, that's tomorrow, we have an enhanced risk over the Dakotas. And the tropics have become quiet, with the exception, of course, of the remnants of Bill moving across the central U.S., and that's quiet both in the Atlantic and the Pacific. All right, our 06C GFS model run, and what we're going to be doing is following Bill, and then as we get through with Bill, we end up swapping ridges. We start off the day today with the possibility of some showers, and I think they'll be a little bit more numerous than we've seen over the last several days. The remnants of Bill will be moving across northwestern Arkansas on Friday, and so that continues to bring rain up that way. And I think the better chances for rain in Alabama are going to be generally along and north of Interstate 20, but with the addition of the clouds and the ridge breaking down just a little bit, thanks to the remnants of Bill moving by on Saturday, we should see temperatures at least in the lower 90s. And if you should get a shower at just the right time, you might end up seeing even a slightly cooler day. But that's only a hit or miss spot or two. So for Saturday, once again, showers, fairly good possibility, especially north of Interstate 20. The remnants of Bill move off of the mid-Atlantic states on Sunday, and that begins the transition as we swap ridges, with the ridge over the southwestern U.S. and the Four Corners area coming across the central U.S. and into the southeastern U.S. That ridge progresses fairly quickly across the southeastern U.S. on Monday, and again on Tuesday we see that big ridge bulging up in the central plains and across the southeast U.S. And so we're going to be back into the situation where probably for Monday and Tuesday, isolated at best and very few showers will be once again very few and far between and scarce to find. The ridge stays with us on Wednesday and again on Thursday, so the ridge is going to be the dominant feature for the better part of next week. We do see on Thursday that the surface pattern does suggest a backdoor front, but this time of year, fronts just really don't often make it down into our area, so we'll have to be cautious about forecasting that. Looking out into voodoo country, yesterday the GFS backed off on the development of the trough, but this is Sunday the 28th of June, and you can see that it's showing a pretty substantial trough over the eastern half of the country, and it becomes even more substantial by the 3rd of July. So if this pattern should actually come about, then we would certainly see a break in the heat over the eastern half of the country as we enter July, and that would certainly be welcome to have. But again, this feature has appeared and then disappeared and now reappeared, so we'll have to hope for the trend and hope for the best. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Extreme video for this morning. I'll have the next one posted first thing on Friday morning. In the meantime, stay tuned to the blog for notes on Alabama's ever-changing weather. I hope that you have a great day, and Godspeed.